been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Bearing to kick off for Houston.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
in so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A gain of 22.
And a Packer first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Aaron Jones on the
10 more there and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Dobbs. Screen play, Johnson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Johnson.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Texans.
Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 30.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And a Packer.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On the tackle.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Let's go. 19-18. Switch up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it's third and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17,
Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
Down carry here for Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Josh Jackson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
By the Packers.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yards on the play.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to Marcy.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Dobbs. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick.
Always a blessing.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
There goes Duke Johnson. 30. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the...
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Rodgers. Funches hands it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of...
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 50.
From the gun, Rodgers out to it. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
To number 17, Devontae.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And this offense is running away with this one.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Start the second half with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
40-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Dobbs, and he finds Stills, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbs. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Dobbs. He's got Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And a Packer 1st down.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Yeah, let's get second.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now Dobbs. Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Packers 48, Texans 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Dobbs. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And my goodness, another interception. It's Clay Matthews with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
With the score.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's across
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Aaron Jones.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 55, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2. And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First down, Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He was brought
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
58.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon Cooks.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dobbs. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 65, Texans 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again on second down. Dobbs. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Johnson.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go.
To throw again. Dobbs. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58 to Mike. Warrior 17. Bring it.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
On the carry.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles